is the Red Zone, your football fix here from San Francisco on Sean and RJ with special guest Eric Chiafalo, brought to you by Tide. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide. And Best Buy Windows and Siding will crosstalk with the KNC Masterpiece at 9:40 today. So Sean McVay is not burnt out because yesterday extensions were announced for McVay and Les Snead, the general manager in L.A.
Man, and, the question around McVay was like, how long does he want to coach, right? Like we were talking about this. It seems like each of the last 2 years, there's been conversations about whether or not Sean McVay is going to want to continue this.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the kind of guy that strikes me as he's just so intense. He's going to get burnt out. He can't do this till he's 60. I just can't see how I know he's competitive.
Well, had a kid, so time to sign that extension.
Yeah, you get like one more run.
Stay out of the house.
Yes. So, but he might take a break at some point, but to re-up, I want to see him post Stafford because he's had first overall pick both times. I'm interested to see him just pick
get a Baker.
Yeah, maybe take a Darnold type retread, not a retread, but a guy who fell. Yeah,
do something with a Baker this time.
Oh yeah,
but take a quarterback who has fallen off, Sam Darnold type,
Josh Allen,
and try to pick him up. Yep, or draft again. I don't know that he wants to do that though because he went through that with Goff and he was like, all right, he's just not mentally there yet. He doesn't understand the game the way Stafford does, and it's you'll get there eventually, but at some point you got to find somebody. I think for him needs to be in the league 7-8 years.
Someone off that tree, Kevin O'Connell, as the story trying to be spread that O'Connell wanted to keep Darnold. Well, Alec Lewis from The Athletic says no. Kevin O'Connell was the primary leader to draft J.J. McCarthy. So Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, the general manager that they blew out, making him the fall guy now that Sam Darnold is sitting here in the Super Bowl. But this is Alec Lewis saying, no, Kevin O'Connell wanted to draft J.J.
Yeah, he wanted to draft J.J. Now, I guess here's the only thing that you could argue, is that if O'Connell figured out really quickly he can't do it, and so I need Darnold, that I guess both things could technically be true. He wanted McCarthy, and he also realized this isn't good because they look like they've made their mind up fast on McCarthy. It was, like I said, it blows me away that after 5 starts, including 2 where he won division road games against Detroit and Chicago, J.J. McCarthy, that after 5 games, Diana Rossini was like, they might move on from him next year. It's that fast, that quick, they're already done. And so O'Connell must see something that's just this is not clicking, this isn't working.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm with you. I think both could be true. But when you claim your stake on a guy, and didn't they trade up for McCarthy, or do they just let him fall?
No, they traded for. And
you get aggressive to go get a guy in the first round. The expectation is he's going to be the guy.
Here's the other interesting part of it. The Athletic articles talked a lot about Mensah was basically he was very analytics heavy, and he believed in a lot of just data driven analysis and things like that. O'Connell and the coaching staff more evaluation based, and that was causing issues and friction, and that the push for the analytics, almost like the Moneyball era thing, Grady Fuson or whatever else. That fight is coming across every NFL team in the next couple of years. It's already starting here.
What is
the fight of analytics departments and the war for
here? You talking about Dallas?
Yes.
No, it became a 49ers insider.
Okay. It's bound to happen. It's happened in every other sport. I don't know to the level.
So Chris Young said, get it out of here. We're still old school boach.
Yeah, just wants to.
I don't know to the extent that hockey has utilized it. But, the NBA surely has. Every team. Who was it we were talking about? Was it A&M. My gosh, A&M's the team in college basketball. All they do is press, shoot threes, and dunk. That's it. They are the most analytic offense in the world. And they've had, this great resurgence, but it's cheap. It's cheap because they're pressing every time. That's so stupid.
Football's really tough. I had, because football, it's the old, I think it was Football Outsiders headline, but Matthew Berry uses it all the time, which is the ball's a funny shape. That's the way they summarize it. The ball takes funny bounces. It's weird. You cannot predict it the same sort of way. So it's hard to extrapolate that. And I remember I was talking
because fumbles are so randomized, who recovers the fumble.
Yeah. I was talking to a coach one time who had said that
unless you deflate it,
they had been thought of as being within their own like house. They were thought of as like being anti-analytics. And he was like, I'm not anti-analytics. I think they're really great. The disagreement for me and for a lot of coaches comes from, can analytics be predictive in football? You can have predictive analytics a lot of times in baseball, predictive analytics in basketball. They feel like analytics are more applicable as telling the story or filling the gaps of what's already happened rather than being able to predict anything.
I mean, they can be predictive. They're as predictive as your quarterback and how good he is. Like if he's not good, they're not as predictive. If he is good, they work a little bit better because he's better. Like I do think they fill in gaps more. But analytics in all sports, they only work in the regular season. They only work in a long form because that's the only way they work. And you have to look at analytics like blackjack. Yeah, you can hit on 16 and hit and win. But if you do that for a whole day, you're going to get destroyed, right? You have to, or whatever it is, you have to play it by the book in order for it to work. And that's why these things don't work in the playoffs, because the playoffs are one-offs. You've got to treat every playoff snap, pitch, whatever, as its own season. And that's why the analytics don't work in the postseason.
Tolo Edgar sent John Sutcliffe from ESPN saying the Cowboys will not be in Mexico. So, Bobby, you do not need your passport, as that maybe was the most tweeting that took place on the show today, the amount of people going through their passport process. Do you have a passport?
I do, but it's probably going to expire soon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how long do those last? Like 5 years?
10.
10 years? Okay,
So,
I probably got mine for a couple more.
It sounded like the Cowboys will not be in Mexico, at least according to him.
It's a bummer.
That is a bummer.
I heard the cartel was beautiful that time of year.
Should we go to Melbourne?
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, we got the Melbourne communities over here doing their football.
We can't even
pods.
get to Indy. You want to go to Melbourne.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Man, jump off your island and push it closer if you want me to go there.
Well,
That's too dang far.
What? What'd you say?
If you want me to go to Australia, jump off the island and push it closer. I'll go.
Yeah.
It's too far away. 22-hour flight.
That's brutal.
I couldn't even stand 3 hours.
I couldn't do that.
That just reminded me, I need to see his face when he finds this out. Outside of the first 4 chairs, how much do you think each of these chairs
Man,
cost?
we're not supposed to talk about
No,
this.
I heard about it. Yeah, you guys
That's
said
insane.
$174.
What made you bring that up again?
Because he said we can't even get to Indy, so I started thinking about money.
Let's talk about the Super Bowl commercials. Speaking of money, was it $8 million? $8 million for these commercials?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, for a
8
30-second
million?
spot. Yeah, just to have
For a 30-second?
Yeah, just for 30 seconds.
And I think Coca-Cola stole the Pepsi. Pepsi stole the Coke bear.
Yeah.
Whoever had the bear got stolen.
How do you steal it?
I know.
It's like Winnie the Pooh.
It's your bear.
Trademark run out?
Yeah, the trademark runs out, and then you can make Winnie the honey
How
killer
cheap?
bear.
Like, what's your marketing?
You have
You're
no
a bunch
shame.
of lazy
No shame.
people.
No shit. That's why you're number 2.
So
Unless you sponsor us.
No, yeah, the NFL, they won't allow the prediction market commercials either. They've got their list of things that they're not allowed to.
They draw the
accept.
line at the Poly Market.
Well, so apparently, most of the leagues do. There's only 2 professional sports leagues that do allow prediction markets to advertise: NHL and MLS. None of the others do.
Prediction markets like what?
Like for the different things, like the betting, like betting futures and stuff like that.
But like DraftKings, Underdog.
Yeah, so
they're not allowed.
There's very narrow. Apparently, the NFL is the most stringent when it comes to what gambling ads are allowed to be used and how they're able to do them. But some of the other topics that apparently the NFL has banned for the Super Bowl, not allowed to have these in your advertisements. Adult content is not allowed. Tobacco.
Good.
And guns, among other what they say unnamed
Man,
topics.
I think you gotta allow Sam Darnold's grandpa to be in this Super Bowl. He's the Marlboro man. His granddad's the Marlboro. Is it Dick Hammer?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's his name? That's a fake. That can't be his real name, right?
Yeah, that's
Dick
on
Hammer.
it's on the birth certificate.
My kids
On
would,
the passport.
If I said that to my children, they would giggle for 30 minutes on that. You got to allow a cigarette commercial in there on that one at that point.
I agree. 877-881-1053 in order to hit us up. Who you got on your show today? What do you guys have going on to tease for G-Bag?
Oh, that's a good question. Who do we have today? Oh, well, we have Demario Davis, who is a free agent linebacker.
Should have signed him when he was 39.
He's still playing good ball.
I know.
Still playing good ball.
Ask him how great a leader Kellen Moore is, and just an awesome head coach.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him a handful of questions because I'm curious, to be that good this late in your career? Like, what are you doing? Like, how do you feel physically after a game? Like, how different is it now than when you were younger? I'm trying to figure out who else we have on the show.
They have Demario Davis. They have Joe Milton on today. So both shows are going to interview Joe Milton before Choppy gets a chance to.
Zach offered us a trade. He said he would give us Milton.
What time is that?
That's at 2:20. And then
I'll be here for it.
We've got Josh Johnson is going to be on with you guys.
I want to just run down his resume, bro. He's got the funniest, he has been on
18 organizations
so
or something.
many teams, different leagues, bouncing around. Like, how many offenses does he have in his mind?
Oh, that's a good one.
Johnny Skywalker is the other. And I don't know who that is, but
Johnny Skywalker?
I know Kenny Skywalker.
Sky is his nickname. Johnny Skywalker.
Oh, wow. Okay, I have no idea.
I'm letting you know who your guests are today. That's
Thank you. That was.
Are you messing with him?
No, it's 100%. It's right there.
Is that like a wrestler?
Johnny
He should be with
Skywalker.
KNC. Is this some?
Look at that. What we got, though.
He's probably that big ass dude walking by,
Johnny
so be careful.
Skywalker.
Yeah,
All right, we're
that's
being
what we got,
filmed
man.
for something. Who are you guys?
Hi, this is a live broadcast. Can I get people?
Oh, it's a live broadcast.
Yeah, we're
Hey,
live
what's
too.
up, Channel 4?
Hey,
What's up,
hi,
4?
Channel 4.
Hey.
Here you go, catch this. Whoa! Hey, action shot. There you go. Get up out of here. All right, there it is. The red zone.